Welcome back for some more God Hockey. Today, we're going to talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs and Petr Mrazek in particular, Thursday, March the 10th game against the Arizona Coyotes. This was not a good game for Petr Mrazek. He ended up getting pulled about halfway through this game, and you really saw a lot of chatter, a lot of talk, various outlets about just how bad he played or how he looked, and the things he was doing in the net that really weren't making his night any easier. Now, I'm not really going to defend Petr on this one. He clearly did not have a good game, and he has struggled, I would say, for most of the season. But what I would like to do is show a few of the things that were happening on those plays and talk about a couple of the things that led up to the goals that went in, and hopefully figure something out here and see really where things were going wrong. We're going to jump right in and take a look first at the Coyotes' first goal scored by Maple Leafs legend Alex Galchenyuk. Okay, here's a look from the Riley Nash shot. So you see Morgan Riley has him covered, and you can see where Galchenyuk is. There's two Leafs there who could be on him, who could be watching him. Here comes the shot to Mrazek, and he's going to blocker it. Now, what Mrazek is trying to do is direct it into the corner. And you'll see on the play, if you go back and watch, that Mrazek is moving to his right. He's moving to his blocker side. And what he's going to try to do is knock the puck into the corner with his blocker and then recover to the right side, getting up on his right leg. Okay, now here's the after effect of that shot. We've got Mrazek, who was trying to play the puck with his blocker into the right corner. Basically, he's down and he's about to recover onto his right foot, lifting the right leg first because the puck is going to be there. Now, because obviously the puck took a weird bounce off the inside edge of his blocker, it's now on the left. So he's got a lot of weight moving to his right. It's hard to move to the left. The glaring thing I see on this play is Travis Dermott is not taking Galchenyuk at all. And Galchenyuk basically has a free ride right to the puck and essentially an open net. Okay, so this goal definitely is on Mrazek. He's trying to play a puck into a corner and he doesn't do it. It hits his glove. It goes to the wrong side. Mrazek, I think a lot of people have made mention, moves a lot when he plays. A lot of people will refer to certain types of saves as a butterfly slide, where you're down in your knees or on one knee, pushing off with your foot, moving into a save. And I think what Petr sometimes does is what I like to refer to as a butterfly drift, which is essentially a play where you're not in the right position. You're pushing yourself through the save. You're taking yourself past where you're supposed to be. And it does make recoveries a lot more difficult. This is where Petr went wrong here. If Peter's a little more still and a little more set where he wants to be when he makes the save, he doesn't have that overslide that he needs to correct for. And he'd be in a lot better position when something goes wrong to recover back to the other side where Galchenyuk ended up with the puck. Okay, on to the second goal. This is the first Jakob Chychrun goal. It's a 2-on-1 that's basically a 3-on-1, although it looks like Robertson basically has his guy tied up. If you look at Mrazek, you can see he's outside of the crease. Phil Kessel is a shooter. Phil Kessel has the puck at the top of the circle, far board. So it's not like it's unusual for a goalie to be at the top or just a little bit outside the crease. He can see Travis Dermott is close to Chychrun. So what I'm thinking as a goalie on this play is my defenseman is taking away the free guy and he's leaving me the shooter. So I'm going to come out and challenge and make sure I've got good angle coverage on the net. Here's an even better look. We've got Kessel here, top of the circle. There's Mrazek out of the net. Chychrun coming off from the far side. Dermott should be able to take this guy easily. He can leave Mrazek the shooter because he doesn't really have a lot of time to make it there anyway. Kessel's looking off already to Chychrun, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pass. Guys look off and then still shoot all the time. Okay, so what do we have here? Dermott is about to overcommit to Kessel by leaving his feet and sliding. And Phil goes, okay, now you're no longer taking a wide open guy. I'm just going to pass him the puck. I think really what happens here is Mrazek is not reacting to the possibility of the pass. And you can see here, he's still basically in a position where he looks like he's about to drop to a butterfly. I think maybe he's caught over anticipating this a little. And I think he really was looking for a shot from Kessel here. And this, as we get to the very end, is really what I think really happened and really went wrong. You've got Mrazek already down, and you can see he's pivoting. Looks like he's about to push off. I think here he may have lost his footing a little, or what was going through his mind was, oh God, I'm about to give an empty net goal up. And basically he gave up on the play. So it was one of those two things. I'm going to give Mrazek a benefit of the doubt here and say maybe he lost his edge as he was trying to push off. But really, you have to make a better recovery. And I think you just have to make a smarter read when you see Dermott go down and Phil about to pass the puck. And that wraps up the disastrous first period. 2 bad goals. Really, goals that would have been under Peter's control if he was a little more under control with his movements and his play. Moving too much and overplaying saves cost him on both of these. And not to pick on Travis Dermott, but Travis Dermott didn't help either. He also could have easily stopped both of these plays from happening. Hey, maybe Kessel takes a shot and goes bar down and scores if Dermott is still playing closer to Chychrun and taking the pass away. But you know what? At least that's one guy taking one shot against one goalie who's ready for that player to take that shot. I'll take my chances with Mrazek on that one any day over whatever the heck it was that happened after. Okay, so we moved to the second period, and this is the weird one. This was the batted in goal by Boyd, another Leaf legend. So what we've got here is a bit of a mess. You've got 5 Leaf defenders, and you've got 5 Leaf defenders all looking at the puck and nobody really looking at who else is on the ice. Tavares is just cut into the middle, and I think Tavares needs to take Boyd on this play. Liljegren and Schmaltz got really tied up here, and I think Liljegren made some contact with Mrazek. I know by the end of it, and I'll show another picture, Mrazek ends up basically not even in the net by the time this puck goes in, but I don't really think he was able to recover and move back into position because of how many of his own players were in his crease. Okay, so here's the puck as it's going in. The puck goes up in the air. It's actually past the net. It's behind the goal line. Boyd takes a whack at it. It goes off of Liljegren's foot and then bounces into the net. Again, there's 5 Leaf defenders here. There's only 3 Coyotes, and somehow this happens. It's really tough to say what anyone else could have done on this play. Again, I just think if Tavares picks up Boyd on the way in, then he probably has him covered. I also think if Liljegren's trying to stop Boyd from batting the puck out, what I may have done differently on this play is just do what the goalie would have done. Just stand next to the post so that the puck can't get out. It's really hard to fault him here, though. But yeah, Boyd bats it from behind the net in off of Liljegren's foot. And Mrazek is still in recovery mode here, and he's not really in a position to do anything. But again, it's such a weird play. All right, let's take a look at the 4th goal. This is probably the only one where you look at and go, all right, that's a goal. That's a nice shot. Guy was open, had some time, made a really nice play, and it's in the net. But there was a lot on this play that happened leading up to it. And I want to just take a look at a couple things here to show what led to the play that eventually ended up the goal. Okay, so we all know how this one starts out. Robertson has the puck curling around, spots Tavares on the other side, wants to feed him the puck because he's open. But JT's going for a change. So he's essentially taken himself out of the play. I think Robertson actually had a better outlet here by just giving the puck to Hall. He's about to cross past him, and the Arizona player who's on him right now is going to follow him. So what I would have done is take a few more strides and then just left it for Hall. But the Tavares move, if John is not changing, is still a good play. It's just one of those weird things that happens. Okay, let's move it up a little bit. We've got Nylander just getting on the ice and Tavares getting off. Robertson realizes the play he's just made, and he's doing a great job hustling back. Brody has also joined, and there's Hall as well. So we've got 2 Coyotes and 4 Maple Leafs. Shouldn't be a problem, right? What I'm expecting here is for somebody to just play normal defense against the puck carrier. That looks like it's probably going to be Brody. I should point out that we're looking at 2 forwards, and in particular, 2 not particularly well-known defensive stalwarts as forwards, who are the first two guys back here. So this play starts off a little bit muddled anyway. I really would have liked Nylander to pick up the first Coyote here, or Robertson. You've got the other two Leaf D heading back, and it would have been easier for them to take the puck carrier. Again, easier said than done. This is a giveaway, a quick turnaround, and everybody's just trying to make sure that they're back. Here's a really good look of the neutral zone sequence of this play. Brody has the puck carrier. Brody is closer to the puck carrier than Nylander. All Nylander needed to do was stay on 67. All righty, and what I asked for was someone to take the lead guy, and nobody does. So guess what? He's got the puck now. I love Willie's body here. He's standing up straight. He's sort of curling around, waving the stick around, and sort of looking over his shoulder. Oh, maybe I should take that guy. Brody and Hall now both are back, ready to play defense. Robertson did such a great job of hustling back. He's 20 feet ahead of the play. That's great if you want to go on a breakaway, but for where the puck is here, I don't really think you need to be all the way back there, but good on him for hustling back. All right, so here's the point where Fisher picks up the puck. He's got nobody near him. He's wide open, just inside the blue line, top of the slot. Nylander's still not really taking anybody. I'm pretty sure it was Robertson who kind of curled off, and he was the guy who initially went to Krause. It's just really poor defensive awareness on the part of Nylander throughout this play. But wait, I'm going to get to even more about him in a second. Okay, so here's as the shot is taking place. Hang on a second. There, that's better. There's the puck. It might be a little bit tough to tell from the angle, but William Nylander has just placed himself in the perfect position to screen his own goalie while not blocking a shot. As a goalie, I can say one of the most distracting things that can happen as someone is about to shoot is having a player skate right across your line of vision. And I have no doubt that that played a big role in how he played this shot. It was a great shot. Don't get me wrong. Full marks on Fisher here, and it's a good goal. But there were just so many things leading up to it that really made life more difficult for Mrazek on this play. This is the only goal I really wouldn't fault him on. But again, the writing was kind of already on the wall. He'd already had the 2 goals in the first period, which were just bad. And then there was the third one, just messy, sloppy play all around. And that was all she wrote for Petr Mrazek on that night. He ended up getting pulled after that 4th goal. Shalgren came in, and we all know what happened next. The Leafs came back, tied it up at 4 before losing in overtime on the 2nd goal of the game by Jacob Chychrun. I don't want to just say, oh, Travis Dermott this, William Nylander that. None of this was Mrazek's fault, but it clearly was. I think, though, it's important to take a look at some of these plays and say, you know what? Maybe Chychrun doesn't even get the pass if Dermott just stays in the position he's at and let his goalie take the shooter. Maybe if Dermott stops up and holds up Galchenyuk from getting through to a free puck with a wide open net, maybe that goal doesn't happen either. But when the defense screws up, it is the goalie's job to bail them out. And I don't exactly think Peter brought his bucket to the game that night. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these plays. Am I way off base here? Am I just trying to help out a fellow goaltender not feel so bad? Maybe, but I really think that as much as Mrazek was at fault for these plays, there were a lot of factors that went into the plays themselves happening. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.